What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my unboxing and first look at this, the new 5th gen iPod Touch. So a few weeks ago Apple announced the iPhone 5, which of course we did an unboxing of. I'll leave a link down to that down below. And now they also released at the same time the new 5th generation iPod Touch, which brilliantly introduces that new 4-inch Retina display screen that we've all been crying out for such a long time. I really didn't think that they would bring that so quickly to the iPod Touch, but it's a really great thing that they actually did. And with the announcement recently of the new 4th generation iPad, which was really quite a disappointing update, it's really nice to see that they've done a whole bunch of work with the iPod Touch. The one that I've gone for here is the 64GB version, and I've gone for the black colour. I did actually originally want the red one, but they're just impossible to get due to being out of stock, and I didn't want to wait to order one, so gone with the black version. I believe this comes in at £329, which when you think now of the price of the bottom of the range iPad mini, does seem a little bit expensive for the iPod Touch, but then again I guess you're getting that kind of small form factor for pretty much the same performance, same cameras, and obviously the same operating system. So anyway guys, let's take a look around the packaging first of all. Quite nicely packaged as usual per Apple, and it comes in a nice kind of plastic case. A little bit of information on the back just telling you some of the specifications: Bluetooth 4, Wi-Fi, Lightning, Earpods, etc, etc, all the usual kind of gumph that no one really wants to listen to. 64GB, and then on the front we've just got the device itself, which I don't know why they do this, but they put like a sticker on it, as you can see, to kind of make it look like it does when it's actually turned on, but I think it just looks kind of cheap. I wish they just left it black. I think that would look a lot classier and a lot nicer. Anyway, I've taken the stickers off, so let's just lift the lid off here and take this out. And I've been looking at the iPod Touches in the shops, and I've got to say the form factor really is beautiful. I just wish that the phone was as slim as this and had the same design of this, because I think this is a much better design than the iPhone 5. So let's just take that horrible plastic sticker, as you can see there. Again, I don't know why they do that. Let me take it off and I'll show you what I mean. Let's just lift that sticker off. See, I think it looks absolutely beautiful with just that big black pane of glass there. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Let me know what you guys think, and obviously I'm not going to be telling Apple how to do their marketing, but I just think it looks a bit less tacky. It's got absolutely no importance to anything whatsoever, but I'm just pulling straws there. Anyway, let's nip that out of the plastic and just give you a show. I had no idea actually that the camera kind of poked out like that. On the back there, you can just see it has that sort of raised camera, a little bit like the HTC One X, I suppose. Didn't really know it had that. I don't really like that actually, to be honest. But anyway, here we go. So there you go, it's powered on. Now the screen is beautiful. It really is beautiful. That 4-inch Retina display really does make a big difference. Gives you much more real estate to work with. Let's just work our way around the back. We've got that camera that I just spoke about there. Got the black Apple iPod logo on the bottom. And then at the bottom as well there, we've got that loop thing for actually attaching that little hand strap to carry it around with. Not looked at that at all yet, so I'll be interested to see how that actually turns out. And then on the side we've just got literally the volume up down buttons. On the other side, nothing at all. We've got that new Lightning connector on the bottom, along with a loudspeaker and the 3.5mm headphone jack. And then on the top we've just got the standby on-off button. So what else do we get here in the box? So as it is at the moment with the iPod Touch taken out, we've just got this leaflet here on the top. I'll just take that out and fold that over so you can see there. Then we also get in here some little guides. Let's just take a quick look through these. Hello, quick start guide. Some other stuff in other languages, and of course the Apple stickers for those of you that love those things. You would not believe how many people message me after an unboxing asking me to have my Apple stickers. You would not believe it. Anyway, what else do we get here in the box? There we go, presented like that. So at the top there we get the new Earpods. We've got the iPod Loop there, and then we've also got that new lightning connector as well. I've got to say actually, with the lightning connector, obviously now that they've changed their kind of default plug, if you like, it's very irritating for people who have got like docks and all these different kinds of things as well to plug their devices into. And I actually had to go out and purchase the 30-pin 2 lightning connector, as you can see there. And it's particularly ugly. It's very un-Apple, if you like, and it's very expensive. This is probably the biggest rip-off item that I've ever bought in my entire life. £25 for that stupid little connector that is actually particularly ugly. And in fact, I'll just show you what it looks like when you want to dock it. So with that on the bottom, how ridiculous does that look? And then you've obviously got something else in there as well. It's pretty horrible. I think they must have been able to come up with something a little bit better than that. But anyway, rant over. Let's continue with the unboxing. So here's our lightning connector. I'm not going to unwrap it. It's just a cable there with the lightning connector on the other end and the USB cable there. Now, this is the, in fact, we've also got the Earpods as well. A little bit disappointing actually with the Earpods, with the iPod Touch. They don't come in that nicely kind of presented little plastic case that you could potentially put them back into when you're not using them. They just come in this kind of little bit of foam. So just a little side note there, you're not going to get the little carrying case with it, but you do get the Earpods. Now also, and I've never seen this before, so you'll have to bear with me, we get this. And I believe it's called the iPod Loop. So this thing apparently should, if we can just unplug this here, should somehow go onto the back of this. Now I'm not sure. Oh right, okay, so what you do with the little loop connector here, you press it in, it comes out, you can see it's sort of lipped over there just slightly, and then you just hook this little rubber bit over by the looks of it. There we go, now that's on, and then you have got yourself a little carrying cable. Now I don't think I will ever use this because it's horribly ugly for such a beautiful device, but I guess, you know, if you want to carry it around with you and look like you're carrying a handbag, hi boys, then you know, you can do that, and they do include that. I've got to tell you, I mean, it does make me wonder where Apple are going recently with things like this. I mean, that's such a stupid, gimmicky, horribly made little bit of plastic that goes on there. I mean, the engineering for the bit on the back is absolutely beautiful, as you'd expect. You know, really, really nice sort of movement, fits in perfectly flush. It's actually really, really nice. But I mean, this, it's not, it's just horrible. It really is absolutely horrible. I mean, it may even be leather. It's quite possible it's leather. It has got a little bit of writing here. Oh, designed by Apple, blah, blah, blah. But I've got to tell you, I mean, I don't know what you guys think. I'm a bit dumbstruck with that. I thought it'd be of a higher quality than that. I think that's just a bit pathetic, really. Anyway, I can't moan about too many things, especially with this device, because as I said at the beginning of the video, this is actually my second favourite designed Apple device that they do, behind the Retina 15-inch and 13-inch MacBook Pro. I think this thing is absolutely beautiful. I'll just give you a bit of a close-up. You can see with the black that I've already got fingerprints all over it, and I've barely touched it. A little bit worried about the way that the camera protrudes there, only very slightly. In fact, let me just put it down on the side. Yeah, it does sit directly on that. So I'm hoping that that's going to be fairly well protected, but what a beautiful device. It really is something else. I mean, it's so thin, so light. Let's just compare it to the iPhone 5. Obviously exactly the same size that way, but if we put them next to each other here, you can see there's a considerable difference in width between the two of these devices. Just to let you know as well, guys, my iPhone 5 wrapped in a beautiful iCarbon there, multicolour red and white iCarbon. See if you can see the nice kind of woven look to the back of it, the carbon fibre look. Really, really nice. And in fact, let's just compare this up to the new iPad mini, because like I said before, when you think the 16 gig iPad mini comes in at, what was it, 259, and the base iPod Touch comes in somewhere around that as well, although that would be 32 gig, you know, what one will people go for? They're definitely conflicting devices. I mean, a lot of people just say the iPad mini is a big iPod Touch. Some of them say it's a small iPad, but you know, it's kind of both really. But I'll just show you the difference in sizes. Huge difference in size between the two. It looks actually almost like it's almost exactly 4 times the size by the looks of it. So there you go, guys. iPad Touch, iPad mini, iPod Touch right next to each other. Exactly the same design between the two. The iPod Touch is very slightly thinner than the iPad mini, but like I say, I do love this device. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I think I'm going to give this to my little boy for Christmas. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the rants in that video, a couple of little disappointing things, but thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like button for me, guys. Really makes my day. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.